Regardless.
Hello, good evening. My name's Aaron. I'll be your group leader today. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to the group. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate it. Once again, I said I'm your group leader, but by no means does that mean I'm exerting any power over you. We're just here to discuss personal growth and with the kind of a focus on resiliency, but the discussion will go the way the discussion goes. Just to let you guys know, I know I'm one of those people too, like to fidget. We do have some fidget here for those who may be in need of those. That is A-okay. So, first of all, I would like to start with something called a rose. All right, what's called roses, buds, and thorns. It's
Roses
just a little,
Roses and thorns?
Yep, give me 1 second. Some of you may be familiar with this, some may not, so I'm still just going to explain the concept. We're going to start by talking about a thorn, which is maybe a bad moment we had in the week. Then we have our bud, which is something we're looking forward to, and then our rose, our good moment in the week. I would like to focus and I like the rose, doing the rose last, because I want us to practice ending on a good note, to just be more positive about things and try our best to be, so we won't end focusing on the bad. So if everybody can introduce themselves. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. I appreciate it.
My name is Julio Esteban Ricardo.
Okay, Julio Esteban Ricardo, you do you.
And my rose, bud, and thorn are all in one and the same. Honestly, it's crazy. I'm looking forward to my what was first?
I would like to start like either the thorn or
The
thorn or the
is
bud.
I got a root canal coming up.
Okay.
The bud, Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But it's also a thorn because I can't eat the Thanksgiving food because I just got a root canal.
Okay.
But also the rose is Thanksgiving because I get to eat a little bit and it's Thanksgiving. Boom.
You want to get some food?
Okay, so I'm hearing. Let me rephrase for you or summarize for you just to make sure I'm hearing you right.
Mhm.
You may seem like you a bit annoyed by the root canal coming up, seeing that it'll affect your bud, Thanksgiving, seeing that you'll probably be limited on what you can eat.
Grits.
Okay. Okay, I get that. I totally understand that. But go on. Next.
Oh, Jesus Lord. My name is Kevin, and okay, I'm sorry, it's D'Amico. But yeah, so okay. Thorn. I spent 32 fucking minutes talking to this old couple about putting them on the right bed and shit. And then they walked out, and they just got my information. I was like, what is the bud?
The bud is just something you're looking forward to.
They said they'd come back.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the rose?
The rose is something that you're proud about, something that good that happened this week.
Oh, I mean, I'm not completely incompetent at my job, so I did a few things.
Okay, so you feel proud at your the process,
I sold
with
some
the
stuff. Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're just feeling proud about how you've been doing within your job, and you're a bit annoyed by feeling as though you waste your time talking to that couple who said they'd be back later. Okay, I totally get that. That makes sense. I will feel the same way. I totally understand. Reasonable reaction. Sir?
My thorn is I had to get up today, missed another day of school, went down to the Social Security office, stayed there for 2 hours, nearly fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't go back to sleep today. And that earlier in the week, the entire 2 days, other days I was actually sick. I kept falling the fuck asleep and waking up later in the day, which is a problem because then I can't sleep at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess a bud would be, I go back to school, maybe say what's up to Kenneth and them.
Okay. And you got a rose for us?
I got ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Everybody likes ice cream.
I don't share with everybody though.
And so I can imagine that experience you had at the Social Security office is probably pretty annoying. It seems like it ruined the whole feng shui of your day.
It was very boring. It made me sleepy, and we were just sitting there only to find out we was just gonna have to fill out more paperwork.
As adulthood does. I'm sorry you have that experience.
I can't wait to go to hell. It's gonna be so fun.
Okay. So, sir?
Yeah. My name is Kai for short. My thorn is I get a last minute call from my union hall telling me I have school this week. My bud is my parent left out of town for the week. So she loaned me her car to get to class. My rose is I am looking forward to the last day of class for the week.
Okay. All right, thank you. Appreciate everybody for sharing. So next, like I stated before, the topic is personal growth with a kind of a focus on resiliency. So anybody want to define? We can go around. I'll like popcorn style is fine too. What personal growth is to you, and we can share our experience about that and work our way through a conversation to help us come to that end on how can we be more resilient.
Okay.
All right, D'Amico.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't know I was volunteering.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Wait. Okay, I can do it. Okay. Resiliency. It's I don't know, sort of being able to not falter or give up, like the trait that describes it in a sort of shonen protagonist kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Determination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go on, I actually forgot something. I just wanted to just go over some quick ground rules just to make sure. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt the whole process there, but these are important. First of all, our group is open to anybody newcomers. But rule number one, no hazing. Nobody needs to perform any specific ritual to be a part of our group. Number two, all members are expected to attend all of our meetings, obviously unless an emergency arises. And I would totally understand. Confidentiality, I would like for what happens in the group to stay in the group, but if not, we can come to a group and discuss about what happened, what happened, and just work our way through that. You're not required to share if something becomes uncomfortable for you. Once again, I want to respect everybody and their feelings and their privacy. And lastly, respect one another. It's a pretty simple set of rules. Hope we can get to that. So let's get back to that. So D'Amico, what's feeling is just resilience, being able to come back, bounce back, and like I said, kind of a shonen protagonist kind of way. Anybody got any comments on what they think about that? Do you want to?
Shonen protagonist.
So shonen protagonist, I don't know. You ever heard of or D'Amico? Do you want to explain what a shonen protagonist is?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of like a main character in like some anime, which is a Japanese cartoon.
I know that. I was just learning about like tragic hero and a flawed hero the other day. I was just wondering if shonen protagonist fits in them, or if he has his own.
They usually start from a place of already being impressive people, which is weird.
Okay, so anybody else? What is personal growth to you? What is resilience? Answer both questions. Answer any.
I'd say I'll start out with giving example. I used to work at the University of Cincinnati as a janitor.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, I was becoming complacent and comfortable, but at the same time, in reality, it was a dead-end job. I was going to go anywhere. And then I got fired, I was jobless, and eventually I was doing temp service. That was fun for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was talking to a sweet old lady,
Mm-hmm.
and she recommended me a trade school. So I said, I don't have everything to lose. Why not? So I went, get a trade, get a job or a career, get a car, and now I'm making around, I guess, backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody makes that, but close to
I mean, it's not down.
42,000 a year.
We're going to say, let's not downplay that. I feel like that is a great growth for you. But go on.
Yeah, so with my trade, it gives me the feeling that I've secured a future for not only me, but those who will walk into my life
Mm-hmm.
and those who consider staying in my life.
Yeah. Okay, so you feel as though after losing that job at UC as a janitor and starting your current career in your trade, that you can see a brighter future for yourself and for those who are going to be further involved in your life in the future.
Yes.
Okay. That's okay. Thank you for letting me know though. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you for sharing that, because I feel like that was a lot to share to grow, start from step one to show step now. Okay, anybody got a comment for Kai or, oh, go ahead.
How did you do that so fast?
What I do?
More,
Get back, like, to where you were, and then like better.
Time skip.
Okay, got
Like One Piece.
it.
Okay, that's that resiliency, because I bet you felt pretty down after that experience, I'd imagine.
Super.
Anybody else want to comment on what resiliency can be, is, what they think resiliency is, how they would define that, or what personal growth is, or talk about a personal growth experience they had? No matter how small, it's still very important, because as we know, everything's a learning lesson in life. And it's important, I feel like it's important to reflect back on those lessons. Do you guys not? So we can, once again, experience
100%.
personal growth.
Whatever. The two of us have already spoken. So.
All right, that's okay. We don't have to put anybody on the spot, but.
I'm not putting any one person on the
Oh, no, I'm just saying, no, you're not at all. So I'll just ask a question, and so we can just go around and answer that question. What is a quality that you guys think that you embody well, that has helped you maintain or grow in your life? For example, with Kai's situation, I feel like a good one for him was perspective. He saw that he felt as though his life wasn't going anywhere being that janitor. He lost that job. He met that nice lady, and he said, okay, it's a complete change from what I was doing recently. Therefore, but it's something I'm willing to try. And he was more positive. He was positive. His perspective changed on his life, and now look at him now, making strides and doing as great as he is. So,
I kind of lost the like definition.
what
are we talking about?
So the reminder, so personal growth and resilience. So what is there a quality that you've noticed that you embody that helps you now, or helped you get to a new point in your life?
I'd like to say charm.
Charm, okay.
I mean, like I've been in very suspicious positions for somebody my age. You know?
Elaborate for me, please.
I don't know, it's just weird for like a 19-year-old to be in corporate, like working from home.
I mean, but have you ever thought about that as perseverance, or tenacity, or grit? I would like to challenge you to at least look at it as not suspicious, but as a personal accomplishment. Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, Sir Pablo, was that your name?
Julio Esteban Ricardo.
I'm sorry, Julio. Do you mind sharing for us a quality that you feel as though you embody that has helped you come thus far in life?
I don't really.
You're resilient, Pablo Escobar.
I would say resilient. But you're like, well, what does resilient mean?
I mean, and
it varies from person to person.
I mean, if resilience is that thing for you, that's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in the word. If resilience is the word you chose, it's the word you chose, and it's the word that we will accept. So, because bouncing back in and of itself, like, I'm a very simple person. Resilience, I would say, is a big thing for me too. But can you give us an example of when that resilience kicked in, came through for you?
Long time ago.
Elaborate for me, please.
Like what? Just a long time ago.
Yeah, tell me an example. Okay, like a STAR method kind of thing. Like, what was the situation? What was the task? Did you fail? And now, or did you fail or succeed? And where we are now? What role did that resilience play in that process?
Well, it's not really like that type of resilience. I just mean Emotional resilience, I guess.
Okay, so I'm at. So would you say you have some down times and some up times, and sometimes you do a good?
Yeah, but I've been having more, up times, so.
Okay, up times are good, but down times are expected. I totally get that for you. So, but once again, I'm happy. That's a good thing because as an adult, mental games can be pretty hard to beat. We already have something from Sir D'Amico here, Mr. Stephen. You're fine, Mr. Stephen. What do you think is a good?
Oh, I know, man.
You can think of something. I need you to dig deep and figure something out to share.
Matata.
Okay.
I go with the flow.
So are you deciding not to share?
Nah, I mean, I don't know what to call it. I just say Hakuna Matata because I just usually go with the flow of life, and I'm a lazy person until I find something that I enjoy. I'll say that much.
So you live by a more laissez-faire approach.
Yeah.
I get that. So okay, since we don't know what to call it, I'll ask you a more specific question.
I just want to say that's my favorite word to spell.
What is?
Laissez-faire.
Okay, that's nice. So I'll just ask you a more specific question. What does downtime look like? Like, right, you have a down moment. Let's imagine we're in a down moment for Steven. And then, okay, we just bounce back. What does that bounce back look like for you? Like, do you say a specific thing to yourself? You said, what, Hakuna Matata?
I eat Marco's pizza so I feel better.
Okay,
I'm dead serious though.
if that's the thing, but I'm being more serious with you here. So do you think, is there something, do you have a mental
Aaron,
talk to yourself to help figure
I'm
that out?
being dead serious. I eat Marco's pizza, then the next day I usually forget about something unless I try my best to stay mad at it. Like,
Okay.
unless it's like very few moments do I ever bounce back, and I haven't really had a moment where I needed to bounce back, nothing to where I really cared.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and share because we already had Kai share a pretty great example. Or did you want to share a separate one? Because I know I used yours as an example perspective. Do you have a separate one you want to share that is always welcome to?
Well, a long time ago was like a trial and error of getting my license.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out, well, I guess the easy and hard way, that best time to succeed is to put whatever you're trying to like go for down, take a break, and refresh yourself, like a hiatus later, you know.
Okay, so take a break sometimes. It's important to take a break sometimes. Like you can realize that it's time for a change, but it's okay to take a break and breathe. And is that correct?
Correct, and sometimes, you know, it might not be that exact time for the change.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, the world will move in a way where,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you will see that door with the label change on it. Just
Okay.
don't do it.
Anybody disagree? It's okay to disagree. We can talk about that and come to a better understanding or something.
No, he was pretty right on it. That's how I do with my schoolwork every now and then when it
Okay.
just becomes a pain and I gotta learn something.
Okay, that's a personal thing for me. For me, it's positive self-talk. I've been sometimes like any other person, I have my down times and it gets really hard for me. So I like to, sometimes I tell myself it's gonna be okay, you're great, and I just positive affirmations. I write sometimes if I'm not in the mood where my mental state is really hard to think that to myself, I'll write it. So I'm more of a big person on positive affirmations and self-encouraging myself.
On that note, like, I am an extremely positive person,
Mm-hmm.
but in the same breath, I feel as though I'm a special case with a lot of things because I put limits on myself
Mm-hmm.
to help me succeed. So whenever I accomplish something that I probably said I wasn't going to accomplish, you know, in the back of my mind or in my body, I'm still going to go for it regardless of what I tell myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels like 10 times
Sorry
better.
about that. But go on.
Then it feels 10 times better for when I actually accomplish something. Like in my craft, carpentry, construction, there's a lot of stuff I thought like years back I would never do or like even begin to understand how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point in time, it's becoming easier and easier for me to process everything going around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you feel as though like sometimes you do set limits, and as you break those limits you set upon yourself, it increases your feelings about yourself, your self-confidence, and your growth.
Yes.
All right, that's pretty awesome. I never really looked at that approach of purposely setting your limits and then breaking those limits.
Was that like evolution mentally then?
I would agree, evolution mentally, good way to put that. But just so that's about our 3-minute warning. So, do you have any final comments to be made in concerns to our session and topic today?
I don't know what you call it. I went back to qualities thing, but I don't know what you call it. You probably got a better word for it, but I feel like every now and then I do, I guess I can get a little responsible every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But
I say this feels like an A24 film.
All right. Got anybody want to ask any questions?
What's an A24 film?
Other snacks.
What'd you say?
We opened the session with snacks, Sarah. Sorry. At this
Everything-
moment you can
okay,
take
okay,
something
wait,
going out
wait.
the door.
Everything Everywhere is an A24 movie. Well, Everything Everywhere all at once. I think Moonlight was, shit. I watch a lot of these with her. Euphoria was produced by A24.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so A24 Studio, I assume, that produces these chickens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
So just to quickly summarize our session, seems like we learned a lot about what we do personally to further ourselves or represent our personal growth, such as my positive self-talk, Quentin's perspective and goal setting. Seems we got a lot going on. So a lot of positive stuff. So hopefully when we meet again, we can further expand on that. Also, I just wanted to thank you guys for coming today and being as open as you were. I know this is a new thing for all of us, and it's not necessarily the easiest thing to do at times. Yes, Steve.
I will say this. You made me think about it a little bit about something. Just a little bit. You're taking up some of my brain space now.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm proud. Kind of a little proud of myself. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But once again, thank you. I'll grab that. But once again, thank you guys for coming. That concludes our session. Thank you, and you guys have a good night.
Raise a can on the meat though.
Raising Cane's on D'Amico.
No, Raising Kings. Where do we go? When do they close?
11.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, we're getting down there before 11.